This is called turtle acrobatics at its best. I put my turtles outside here to get a little sunlight, natural sunlight, and look at this. This guy crawled on top of this one. How funny is that? Oh. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to get to the sun. Now it's gonna rain, so I'm gonna have to bring these guys back inside, but that was pretty funny. Turtle acrobatics. What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily. Hope you guys had a great weekend, and we're going to be going into the snake room today and taking a look at the Mandarin gene. We've looked at it over the last several years. I've shown you different combinations I made, and I want to kind of just show you how things are progressing. We have the latest clutch that hatched about a month or two ago. It's shed out a few times. It's looking really nice. I want to show you what potentially could be some super mandarins, and I want to show you some combinations that I have and as they're growing up and what we have planned for the future. You might get a little extra juicy good stuff in there as well, because you never know what strikes my fancy. But for now, let's go into the snake room and see what we got. All right, there's my Mexican black king snake. I'm looking for pieces of wood for all my new cages, and he came for a little walk with me. We don't want to lose him out here with all the grass here. You're supposed to be modeling for me. You're not supposed to be running away. You're supposed to be modeling. He wants to get into the grass and escape. You're not doing that. Anyway, we got my neighbor's got a big pile of wood, and I'm looking for some good, nice branches here. This is one I'm going to take back for one of the cages, and look at some other pieces as well. So you gotta go into nature sometimes to find the good stuff. Put them in your cages. Luckily, we had a hurricane here last year, so we have a lot of wood. It's a lot of trees that were cut down. All right, we're gonna be taking a look at this Mandarin Clutch, because they shed a few times. They've got a few meals in them, and they really have changed a lot. This was a breeding that was a spider pastel fire Mandarin bred to a Mandarin. So the question is, we're looking for is, do we have super Mandarin in this clutch? And I'm saying I think we might. Look at this girl. Actually, we haven't even sexed it, so I don't even know if it's a girl. This is pastel Mandarin for sure. Is it super Mandarin? I'm not so convinced. I just think pastel Mandarin, but it's the brightest pastel Mandarin I've ever produced. I'll tell you that. Now this one is definitely I think it's just Mandarin, personally, and it might be possible super Mandarin because it's really, really light. And it's got some funky, wacky pattern here. Not sure. This one could be also super Mandarin, or it could be fire super Mandarin. Look at that. So really, 3 exquisite, variations on Mandarin. One with pastel, one with nothing but just Mandarin, and then one with probably fire, I would say. Or this could just be a super Mandarin with no fire, because fire really and Mandarin really kind of mesh well with each other, and they create a light, beautiful, rusty looking reddish orange color. Take a look. I'll be growing these up. I'm not sending anyone anywhere, so, because I don't know. These can all be super Mandarin for all I know. Now the last one I wanted to show you from this clutch was one that right out of the egg Pablo thought was super Mandarin. And I gotta be honest with you, I don't really know what it is. It's really dark. It's much darker than the one I thought was, that was Mandarin before. Mandarin does make very dark heads, especially in pieds. This has got a dark head, but it's got a really lanky looking pattern here. And there's no fire in here for sure. There's no pastel in here. Obviously no spider. So the only thing it could be is, it's got to be Mandarin, but is it super Mandarin? I mean, what's going on with this pattern? It's just all over the place. Oh, look at all the white coming up the sides. I mean, this is really pretty cool. So this whole clutch is every one of these looks so different that I don't even know what to think. So I'm just gonna basically have to keep an eye on them as they're growing and improving. Mandarin improves as it gets older, just like Orange Dream does. And we'll have to just see. This one might have the most potential, only because it's not cluttered up with other genes. There's no fire in here and there's no pastel or spider. So we know that the only things going on here is Mandarin or Super Mandarin. So we'll just keep an eye on this one. This one's a little harder because this one is really orange, but we know there's pastel in there. Now pastel lightens things up quite a bit. This is more than likely pastel single copy Mandarin, you know. Do I want to hold it back and try to breed it out and prove it? I might. We'll see. All right, guys. Here's my two double het water monitors. Logan hasn't met them yet. Maybe Logan will come down here. See if we can get them to come out. These are much more social than the other ones. They really enjoy being touched. Come here. Come on. Come on. They're doing a little basking. I don't know if this hot spot is warm enough though. There we go. Look at this guy. See him, Logan? Pretty cool, right? He wants to climb. Okay, let's just get this guy and put it back here. How you doing? Try to do a little bit of socialization every day here, so we... All right, want to show a couple Mandarin combinations since I showed you that really cool clutch that we're trying to hit the supers on. This is a Mandarin clown. Shown you this girl before. I'm really hoping, although she hasn't been eating the last couple weeks, I don't know why, but hoping that we can get her to breed this coming season. I was going to try to breed her in the middle of the season, and I said, you know what, she's small. Let's just keep getting her up to size, and we'll probably start pairing her. Just sometimes when you pair a male with a female that's not eating, it'll put the female back in feed because she'll start building follicles. So that's a little trick. And it doesn't work unless the snake's at kind of like that, right on the precipice of being able to breed, and she is really pretty much there. So this is single copy Mandarin clown, visual clown. Not happy. And we're trying to prove out this girl this year. Is she a Super Mandarin or is she a single copy Mandarin? And we'll find out, hopefully, if she lays me a clutch of eggs. We've been pairing her up with a Mario Desert Ghost. If everything comes out Mandarin, we know we have a Super Mandarin here. If it doesn't, then we know we have just a really high expression. This girl was produced by me from a Mandarin pairing, so there's a very good shot that she could potentially be Super Mandarin. She actually had a sister that was really 100% definitely Super Mandarin, and unfortunately she died. Terrible accident, but a mouse killed her. The thing was only in with her for seriously like an hour, and I don't know why this mouse attacked her and she didn't defend herself, but sometimes these things happen. Of course, it's always with the most expensive snake you got. She's beautiful, though. She definitely potentially could be Super Mandarin. All right, you've seen this combination before. I've shown you this little paradox girl. This is a banana sugar Mandarin, maybe pastel female. She's actually possible head clown, too. We just found out this year, so this could be a bonanza if she is head clown. So, and we're growing up a Mandarin head clown, so she could possibly be bred this coming season. She did give us a clutch this year, but we just they just were not good. She had slugs, and doesn't look like we're gonna get anything from it. We have a couple crappy ones in the incubator, a couple crappy eggs, but Mandarin really enhances banana, and sugar works. See, look at all that white. Sugar is a really awesome gene if you put it with the right stuff. Sugar banana works well. Sugar banana Mandarin really works well, right? Even clown in there looks really nice as well. So you can see that Mandarin right next to that little. You get the paradox black, and then you get the Mandarin here. That's just cool. And I showed you Mandarin Clown, so I got to show you Mandarin Pied. This is actually Mandarin Pied Het Albino. So this is part of my albino pied Mandarin project. And this every time I pull a camera out, this little boy wants to curl up and not show himself off. But trust me, he's a Mandarin Pied. So we've seen Pied in Mandarin, we've seen Pied in Clown, we've seen possible Super Mandarins. Mandarin and bananas look really nice together, and we're just gonna have to see what the future holds, how we're gonna combine these things up. I have a lot of future projects that are predicated on hopefully Mandarin really lighten up some stuff and making some amazing combinations. So I'll keep you guys updated as we make progress and as we produce new stuff, because I'm about full transparency. And if any of you guys have really good Mandarin combinations you want to send my way, I'd love to post them up. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today here at Palumbo's Pythons and Boas. Hopefully you're having a great Monday. Hopefully you have a great week planned. It's still the summer, so enjoy these beautiful warm days. Go to the beach, go to the pool, do stuff with your family, friends. Enjoy. I work every day, but I always try to find at least some part of my day that I have fun. And as long as you're doing that, whether it be playing with your snakes, your kids, your friends, family, going to see a sporting event or going to Disney or whatever strikes your fancy, find something that's going to give you pleasure and you'll never have a bad day. And on those wise words, I'd like to send out some prayers and healing energy to my friend Brian Barczyk, as I do try to do every week. And I've been texting him, and guys, he loves to hear well wishes, prayers. We got to give him all the healing energy we can give him, because this is a big battle he's got, and we want him to beat this thing. All right, for now, you know what to do, guys. Hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, hit that like button. I'll see you back tomorrow morning.